Опа, здорово, братан! This video for educational purposes only. Do not attempt to replicate anything from this video. Pацаны that engage in such activities as street robberies are known to you as gopniks. In most cases are very predictable and use a standard set of rules and methods during cop stops. Let's talk about some of these rules and methods. Rule number 1. Gopniks never do a cop stop in rayon where they, their shkuras or friends live, or just rayon where they often visit for any reason. Otherwise a lot of people, including Terpila, the victim, will be able to recognize them and file a police report.
And then пиздец, мусора, погоня. К успеху шел пацан, гражданин, начальник. Привет, зона!
Rule number 2. Usually gopniks single out their victims, but sometimes if needed can approach a small group of individuals, but no more than 3 people, for obvious reason of course. Rule number 3. Gopniks usually work in groups. Even if you see only one gopnik working with a victim at this moment, it doesn't mean gopnik is working alone. The rest of the group is somewhere nearby, doing their part, or waiting for the right moment or signal to proceed with operation. Rule number 4. Every gopnik knows his role in the group. An average gop-stop group consists of one gopnik diplomat who is talking to Terpila, trying to find the best solution that will satisfy both sides of the conflict. For example, gopniks quickly, without any drama, receive all the valuables and Terpila lives untouched, without getting PSD. The rest of the group includes 1 or 2 big and strong, angry and very stupid gopniks that just standing and watching, trying to intimidate Terpila, demonstrate their physical advantage or aggression towards the victim. And one quick and sneaky gopnik who appears out of nowhere and as quickly disappears with all victims' valuables. Also, the same gopnik is responsible for monitoring the area, стоять на стрёме, making sure it's clear of police and random unwanted witnesses. Rule number 5. Gopniks never choose their victim randomly. Victims are chosen very carefully and every detail is taken into account. Terpila's physical and psychological parameters are evaluated. Can she or he effectively resist? Where is the best place to initiate cop stop and quickly disappear without attracting unwanted attention? And so on. First task gopniks try to accomplish is to crush victim's spirit for resistance. Fine gopnik psychology, but more often pure intimidation are used to achieve it. Starting the conversation with Terpila, gopnik diplomat tries to take the victim to a quiet place, away from unwanted witnesses. If gopniks work with a group of 2 or 3 victims, Terpilas are separated to prevent them from communicating with each other. The gopniks try to instigate a conflict but blame the victim for it. Rule number 6. After a cop stop in Terpila, gopniks quickly split up and live separately in different directions. The objective is to leave a rayon as quickly as possible, so even Terpila complains to local police, chances of apprehension are miserably low. Let's talk about how gopniks approach Terpila. Method number 1. Usually the smallest and nastiest gopnik initiates the conversation and tries to provoke the conflict. After the victim ignores or being rude to this gopnik, a few other gopniks appear to help their comrade. Now Terpila has to pay with his or her valuables for being rude to this little gopnik or get PSD. Method number 2. Whole Gobstop group approaches Terpila at once and try to initiate the conversation and instigate the conflict. If Terpila refuses to surrender the cell phone, wallet or cigarettes, big PSD is given, pockets are searched and belongings are taken by force. Method number 3. Fast and Furious, Опа, бля! The unexpected victim is simply attacked by a few gopniks. Pockets quickly searched, the most valuable belongings are taken, then the whole group disappears. For first two methods, it's not uncommon for gopniks to use following tactics. They very carefully pick their victims by spying on them first, checking what kind of valuables they might have, what kind of cell phone they use, are there any jewelry, trying to take a peek into Terpila's wallet when Terpila is buying something at a store or vending machine. When conversation is started, Gopnik Diplomat asks Terpila to show his cell phone or jewelry, saying that it looks very likely what has been stolen from him or his friend, or just ask for a cell phone to make an important call. If victim falls for this trick and hands over his or her belongings, Gopnik Diplomat discreetly hands it over to sneaky Gopnik that instantly disappears with that without being noticed. If Terpila does not fall for this trick, Gopniks proceed with intimidation tactics. For example, Gopniks can point at any random car and say that they're about to put the victim in it and take him or her to a place where they're not going to be as nice as they are now if Terpila does not cooperate. There are different kinds of psychological tricks used on victims. I'm not going to go into details on this one. It is very individual for every Gopnik. For the third method, Gopniks also choose their victims very thoroughly. Usually they spot people coming from nightclubs or bars that are drunk, or people that just use the ATMs. For example, one of the Gopniks follows prospective victim inside the bank, watches him or her using ATM, then describes the victim on the phone to the rest of the group waiting outside. What the victim looks like, what does he wear, where he put the money, and so on. When Terpila walks out, the Gobstop group follows and attacks him in the right place and time. Usually it happens when it's already dark and there are not too many witnesses around. Let's talk now how one can avoid becoming Terpila. First of all, you simply need to have some common sense to be able to prevent Gobstop before it even started. While waiting for a bus at the bus stop, become aware of your surroundings. Take a look around you before you decide to pull out your brand new iPhone 8 out of your pocket to check your Instagram. While you are in unfamiliar rayon, try to avoid carrying a lot of cash money on you or simply separate large bills from the change. Don't keep large bills in your wallet, hide it someplace else, for example in your socks or underwear, in case someone approaches you on a dark valley and asks to exchange your life for your wallet. You will still have your large bills left. It is very unlikely they decide to check your dirty underwear if you hide there the rest of the cash or not. If you are getting drunk at a bar or at your friend's house, always save some money for a taxi, even if you live nearby. This way you will avoid becoming an easy target for the Gobstop. If someone approaches you on a dark street, never stop. If they continue trying to stop you, tell them firmly and loudly, "I don't have time for this, I have to go." Gobstoppers don't like the noise since they don't want to attract any attention. In 99% of cases, they will leave you alone. If you notice you are being followed, try to walk into any business where there are other people. Gopniks will not follow you there. Just wait there for a while or call a taxi or someone to pick you up. Remember, These advices will help you against ordinary gopniks, but if gopnik is professional, there is nothing can help. It will happen anyway, one way or the other. Just surrender whatever gopniks is interested in, because you need your life and health even more than your brand new iPhone or sneakers from Gucci, блядь. If you wear those, most likely you will get pissed anyway, but not too much, because you have cooperated with the gopnik. You might even get his old shoes to get home if you wear same size. And with that being said, I have to say you goodbye. As always yours, Gopos Anatoly. Stay чики-брики. Stay out of trouble, пацаны. Пока!